Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I thought it would probably be a good idea before we carry on with any more of the tool videos to give you a bit of an overview of the new workshop. You may or may not have noticed, given the tractor ploughing snow videos and things, that we're not operating from the little garage workshop anymore. We're not even in the UK anymore. We actually decided it'd be a great idea to move to Sweden, so that is what life looks like now. So yeah, it's very different. And as the title says, it's also completely off-grid, which is an interesting way to try and run a workshop like this. So we'll go over that quickly at the end. But first, I'll give you a whiz round and show you what it's all about. First of all, we better start out here. This is the work in progress. This room's very much not finished. But yeah, this leads into the workshop, so I thought I might as well show you. And for those long-term viewers, you'll remember this thing. I actually managed to get all of my stuff shipped over here, which very grateful for, because that would have been annoying if I couldn't. But yeah, this room's going to evolve a bit more this year. At the moment it's fairly basic, we just got the bikes in here really. And the ramp, planning to build another workbench at the back there. And yeah, it'll come together. Over on this side of the room we've got the Yambaliste. I don't know if this has made much of an appearance on this channel, but this one was built in a field at a very interesting time in our lives. So couldn't let that go, had to bring it over. And yeah, it's just some storage and big double doors here. All of the doors have got these curtains because given where we live now, it's kind of a different climate to what most people are probably used to. But yeah, it does regularly get to -30 here during the winter, so you got to do things differently. Coming round, the little door in the corner is actually the entrance to the workshop. Come through this door and you get greeted by paradise, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, it is quite a big room actually. But it's not enough space to be bringing motorbikes and stuff in, so that's why we're doing next door as well. And yeah, that's the door where you come in. So we'll have a really quick whiz around the room. Parts, cable storage, all of that good stuff in the corner there. Fairly well organised. This is how I'm actually heating the room. So this is a diesel heater powered by 12 volts, and yeah, that's kept this room lovely and toasty all winter. We've got the big toolbox, again managed to get that over from the UK because that's something that I have no intention of ever buying again. Moving around, we've got the first workbench. There's actually 3 sort of work areas in here, but this is kind of the machiney bench if you like. Got a bench grinder and pillar drill, other bits and bobs, big compressor tucked away under there. And then moving round, got some more storage. This is all drill bits in those drawers just there. All the angle grinder stuff and more parts and bits and bobs. Turns out you need quite a lot of spare parts to run a building like this without being connected to any grid tied stuff. We swing it round this side, again, parts, miscellaneous, nuts and bolts. We got all of the fluids and things, paints, more up there. And we've got all of the woodworking tools on here, the things that I restore. Just tucked up there is the axe that we did the other day. Yeah, all of this stuff will be getting done over the coming months/years. Got a little mini bandsaw there that works really well. I love that. And then swinging around to the main shop, as I like to call it, the bits and bobs area. Got all the nuts and bolts and screws and everything all organised, lovely. You know how I am. Small parts and all of that good stuff. underneath, again, it's all sort of organised. There's all spare screws and things in there. So when a bin runs out, I just top it up again. And then moving round to the main workbench area. This actually used to be a feeding trough. You see the concrete down the side and on the bottom. I'll throw some before pictures in at the end so you get a rough sense of what this room used to look like. But yeah, this is like the main workspace that I use. Then the big old vise on the end, which was a lovely gift from Paul. I still use it pretty much every day, mate. So thank you for that. And moving on to this little cubby in here, this is what powers the whole thing. So it is a little bit of a spaghetti mess, but that's just how it goes when you're constantly chopping and changing things all the time. But as a quick run through, a couple of big AGM batteries. We've got a couple of solar units because there's different solar arrays on the roof. That's how we power all of this now. It's just completely powered by the sun. And then during the winter, we've got mains chargers up there that power off the generator. So obviously there's no sun here during the winter, so that can be tricky. We've got a couple of inverters. This one here is a 800 watt pure sine wave, so I use that whenever doing anything sensitive in here, like got the laptops going or charging these batteries. I always do them on the pure because on the other one they make a racket and it's irritating. But that leads on to that one, which is 1000 watt modified sine wave. And I use that to power all of the power tools in here. And that runs like the mini compressor there, everything, pillar drill, bench grinder, bandsaw. They all run from that, which is powered by them. It's not the ideal setup with the batteries. That should be there, but I've not built a rack for it yet because those things weigh 80 kilos a piece. So they're a bit of a nightmare to move around, as you can probably imagine. But that is basically the gist of it, without boring you all to death, going through every drawer and things. If there's any particular thing that you want more information on, feel free to put it in the comments and I'll go into it in more depth if it's the power or heating or whatever. And as I say, I'll stick some pictures at the end, some screen grabs of how it was when we first arrived just over a year ago, because it was very, very different. This whole building used to be a barn, and then this room was like the animal pen, if you like. But now it's a fully functioning off-grid workshop and it's brilliant. I love it. And everything you can see now, the lights, the heating, the lot, is just powered by those batteries, which are being charged by the sun. So it's all free. And who doesn't love free power? Right, that's going to be it. I'll see you all soon, everyone. There you go. This is the first room of the garage area. Oh, this is probably going to be the garage, because I'm thinking quad. This door. Yeah, this space in here, this is where it's at for me. This is what I'm most excited about.